Today we are going over the very specific steps that I do to make my sad, non-existent blonde lashes look as close to false lashes as possible. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Jen the Realfluencer, where we talk about beauty, fashion, anti-aging, lifestyle stuff. I'm Jen, if we haven't met before, and I am the founder of the Realfluencer movement, where our mission is to promote transparency in social media and turn that highlight reel into real life. I encourage you to check out our Instagram accounts. So if these topics interest you, I would love for you to consider subscribing down below and hitting the notification bell so that we can hang out every single time I upload. We can't be friends if we don't hang out, right? Here is a quick overview of the steps that we're gonna take to get there. Okay. We are up close and very personal here. I tried to have you guys zoomed in pretty close because I do a couple of interesting techniques and I want you to be able to see them up close and personal. Here we go. All right, curling is the first step. Can even see those lashes in there. Check that out. All of a sudden you can tell that they actually exist because otherwise they're blonde. Who's with me? Let me know in the comments if you have blonde lashes like I do. And voila, our lashes are curly. Now I use the very controversial lash primer, and I say that just because a lot of people think it doesn't work. I'm here to tell you it definitely works for me, but certainly you can do whatever works for you, but this is a crucial part of my step into getting the lash look that I want. I've tried to do this without primer and it simply does not work the same. So while I'm doing this, even as early as right now, putting on the lash primer, take note to my style and how I put on the product. I often see people just kind of bat the mascara onto their lashes like this. I don't see this method that I do very often. I see this method much more so. I hold it here and then blink into it. And every single time I do a coat, I hold it here and blink into it. I think it makes a huge difference. It coats the entire lash pretty much from root to tip. You're just kind of doing the flutter thing. I don't think you're getting your lashes as effective as this method. Base and then blink through, and then base and then blink. You'll already hopefully start to notice my lashes come to life. Of course, it looks a little funny because they're white. So again, you know, you'll eventually get quick at that method. You don't have to be so specific like I just was. And then next is my proprietary.
I'm just kidding, it's not proprietary. I like to joke, sorry.
I layer. So this is very common. I'm probably overkill with it. I usually do thickening, volumizing, and I always do separating at the end. But sometimes I'll do volumizing first and then thickening. I thought we could do one of each. I go right in. Like I do both and then I go right in with the mascara. All right, so we got our thickening mascara first. So we've got the L'Oreal. So we're gonna go in. I guess we're gonna do thicken, volume, separate, and then we'll do volume, thicken, separate on this side. And I'm gonna make a mess on my eye, and that's totally fine. We will clean it up. So as you can see, I mean, this mascara looks pretty darn good by itself as well. So on the other side, if you remember, I'm gonna start with the volumizing mascara, and Essence False Lash Effect. Again, with the method. The other side you can definitely tell is thicker. So next we're gonna go in with this same one as our step 2 on this side. Okay, so you can see that there. I'm now going to go in with the thickening one on the other side as a step 2 because we're doing the opposite just for fun. Now again, these are a little more dry than I would like them to be. I usually go through these steps pretty quickly, but we're trying to film a tutorial. So hopefully by now you can certainly see the technique. You are really getting it in from the absolute base of that lash. As a reminder, this side we did thickening and then volume, and then this side we did volume and then thickening. Last, we are gonna finish it off with separating. So I think, you know, when you do a lot of coats like this, it can get clumpy. Obviously some mascaras are horrific. These two aren't terrible. It is from Well People. And there the two lashes are. I will say, I think I like this one a little bit more. I think it looks more false lash-like. I do a lot of different combinations of mascaras. This happens to be one of my favorite combinations. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite mascara is. So I cleaned myself up here a little bit. As you probably already know, you always want to wait for that to dry and then you can easily spoolie it away. So for my last step, I always use a thin brush for my bottom lashes just to make it easier to get in there. And I also use this to kind of clean up. And what I mean by cleaning up is, if you see the corner here, there's an opportunity here to flare that out a little bit more. Sometimes I'll even take the under lash situation and do something there. So I kind of just do a few little finishing touches on the top lashes with what I use on the bottom lashes. So I'm just going to do that quickly right now. Now we're going to do the bottom lashes. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Do you see this? Do you see that? What happens when you do makeup on camera and you can't see very well. Now I mentioned that I have several combinations of this that I like. I probably have a handful of thickening mascaras that I like, a handful of lengthening, a handful of separating. If you'd like to see another video on my favorite kind of mascara combinations, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to do that video. If you found this helpful and you appreciate the tips and that
we're really up close here and personal,
like the camera is right there, but I really wanted you guys to be able to see. So if you got a lot of value out of these tips and are gonna try them, please give the video a like and consider subscribing and sharing it with somebody that you know can rock this kind of a lash. We are zoomed back out to a more normal level. We're not so up close and personal anymore. I actually do have a second channel where I am Jen the Homefluencer, and I have a channel called Real Design Your Home. So please feel free to go check it out if you'd like to see more of me over there, and I will see you soon. So for my last step, we're all up close and can't tell you how awkward that feels. Okay, we are zoomed backed out.
Was it Audrey Hepburn or Marilyn Monroe? I can't remember. One of their lashes, they would literally take a needle. I'm not suggesting that you do this. They would take a needle and like separate them. Not one by one, but I think if there was clumps. I don't do that. I don't recommend you do that, but hey, a tip is a tip,
If you